All right, so moving on to the final segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin fight officially being canceled. Now, I said on here last week on the Combat Series, how excited I was that Frank Martin versus Shakur Stevenson happening in the lightweight division would be a new chapter written in this division. A new story would be written. A new WBC champion would be crowned after Devin Haney officially put the title in recess mode after he will be moving up to 140 to fight Regis Prograis for his WBC title at 140. This was supposed to be a good positive step in the direction between two gifted fighters, two great southpaw fighters fighting for the WBC lightweight championship. But now this fight will no longer take place. It was supposed to take place Thursday, November 16th in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was supposed to be Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin for the vacant WBC lightweight title. And it's officially been called off. Disappointingly, this would have been a good fight between the two lightweight fighters, two great southpaw fighters. I think two of the best in terms of top five in the lightweight division today. I need more information why Frank Martin decided to take the easy way out and not fight Shakur Stevenson to potentially have the biggest fight of his boxing career thus far. If it was due for money, if it was due for payday, that's a big mistake. You have the chance to win a world title defeating one of the best fighters in the world today in Shakur Stevenson, who is a former unified champion in the sport of boxing. And you failed to do that by capitalizing on an opportunity to shock the world and become the new WBC lightweight champion in the sport of boxing. And if it came down to money, this is a big time mistake, because when Frank Martin's biggest payday came against when he fought Michael Rivera last year in December of 2022, where he won that fight by unanimous decision. But his biggest payday came that night when he fought Michael Rivera. He only made $75,000. Reports were saying he only made $1 million. He would have made $1 million fighting Shakur Stevenson, which would have played out to be his biggest payday in his boxing career thus far. And if he did this to cop out to fight Gervonta Davis, this was truly a mistake. If you're looking to fight somebody that can get you more bread, more money in that boxing ring, this was a mistake. You should have took the opportunity when it was handed to you, fighting Shakur Stevenson for a vacant lightweight championship, especially after you agreed to fight Shakur Stevenson on a big-time stage, a big-time platform, fighting in front of the world for ESPN Top Rank to prove that you're one of the best in the world today. And I do feel bad for Shakur Stevenson after moving up to 135, moving up to the lightweight division a year ago. Has only fought once in this new division. He was supposed to fight big-time names of Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He was supposed to fight William Cepeda. He was supposed to fight Vasily Lomachenko. He was supposed to fight George Kambosos. And he now was supposed to fight Frank Martin. All of those respective lightweight fighters have found one way or to another not to fight Shakur Stevenson, which officially makes him the new boogeyman in the sport of boxing today. And now that all the dust has settled, after we officially found out that Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin will not be happening November 16th, Thursday, in Las Vegas, Nevada, we will now be getting Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos for the vacant WBC title. And you have to give Shakur Stevenson his respect. Shakur Stevenson is going down the line one by one of the official WBC lightweight contenders for the WBC lightweight title. William Zabeda was a contender. Isaac Pitbull Cruz was a contender. George Kambosos was a contender. Vasily Lomachenko was a contender. Frank Martin was a contender. That's 5 people that did not want any parts of Shakur Stevenson, especially fighting him for a vacant lightweight championship. And that proves that he is the boogeyman of boxing. And all those names I mentioned, unfortunately, won't be. Edwin De Los Santos. It won't be. I don't think this fight will be as big as what could potentially been if Shakur Stevenson stepped foot in the ring with any of those 5 individual boxers that I just named. But Edwin De Los Santos could give Shakur Stevenson problems. He is 16-1. He does have 14 knockouts to his resume. He is a power puncher. He also fights in a similar style to Shakur Stevenson, a southpaw fighter. I think this was going to be a style of fight. This is what the big time saying in boxing is: styles makes fights. And I think when you have these two talented southpaw fighters, Edwin De Los Santos being very young, very strong, very powerful in that ring, has great footwork as well. I think this has the chance to be a great fight. But I just don't think it'll be as big as a fight that Shakur could have had with William Zepeda, a fight that he could have had with Isaac Cruz, a fight that he could have had with George Kambosos, a fight he could have had with Vasily Lomachenko, and a fight he could have had with Frank Martin. I just think those 5 fights alone are bigger than the Edwin De Los Santos fight. But I'm happy that we're getting it. I think that's going to be a great fight between two southpaw fighters. And I think it's going to be an ultimate chess match to find out who will be the new WBC lightweight champion by the time November rolls around, mid-November rolls around. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.